I'm going to say this right now. Spoilers. All spoilers. If you have not watched The Big C, don't even watch this. If you haven't even seen the series finale, don't even watch this. And if you're a fool and you're going to watch it anyway, then don't be upset at me because you don't get into your real feelings because you already knew what was going to happen. That's your fault. Oh well, let's just get right to it. The series finale of The Big C was just amazing. And of course, you know all that's going on. Sean's giving away a kidney and you know, Andrea's doing her fashion thing. Adam's having some trouble, you know, graduating with his class. And Paul is just Paul. And then Cassie's father, who was irrelevant until this episode. Well, basically, you know, we just gonna start up with Andrea. Freaking, I just love how the teacher is like, I don't know if you can do this. Can you even go through the class and da-da-da? And she's like, yes, I can! And then she does all this stuff, and then she makes a pretty dress, and then the guy's like, I like you. Want an internship in New York? And she's like, yes! Oh my god, that's my dream. And I'm so happy for her. Like, yes, Andrea, you get it. And then Sean meets up with his kidney guy, and he's just kind of, you know, a little elitist, a bit superficial, all about Rolex and stuff, but I automatically thought, well, that's how he's raised, whatever, take the Rolex and sell it to some person or give it to a homeless person, like, who cares? Well, Sean threw a little hissy fit like he always does, says that the guy's completely wrong and that he's completely right, and storms off. And then, of course, Cassie tells him, well, you should still give him the kidney because blah, 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 she offers this well-known sense of knowledge that just gives everybody their lives, and then Sean goes and does it. And then Adam is just sneaking around, doing all these tests and stuff, and trying to prepare and everything. And then Paul goes and gets Cassie's father, who has to drink to go see his own dang daughter. It started to round up, and just all these things were happening. And of course, there was some goofy things here, some goofy things there. And then just Cassie's just having such a problem with losing control, with deaf and everything. And it's just, it was so hard to watch her just kind of surrender with it all because you know that she's strong and she's not a weak person that's going to be a victim. No, she's a fighter. She fights. And I love that. Just to get to kind of like the final scene, which just captured my heart dearly. Adam graduates high school a year early, so his mom can see him graduate, and that's when they started. That's when it started, guys. That's when it started. I could not stop. Like, for real, that's when it started. And she just started saying, lucky me. And I'm like, oh. So then it was that. And then when Andrea was talking about, I love that, the scene when Andrea's like, I really want to stay here to be with you. And da-da-da. And then, you know, Cass is like, no, you need to go. You need to go. You need to go. And then Andrea says, what if you die if I'm in New York? God, and it just freaking waterfalls, just, girl. And Cass is like, I want to think of you when I go. I want to think of you being happy and doing your thing and fighting for your life and what you want to do with it and everything. And she was giving her so much knowledge and wisdom, and you couldn't not agree because you want Andrea to do well. You want all these people to do well because you don't want them to stop and freeze and stop their lives for this one person who was dying. And that's what Cassie didn't want to happen. And it was just so beautiful. And then Paul, the one person who couldn't say goodbye, freaking had to see her. He even got the nice flowers for her and everything. And she was already gone. And sadly, like, it's even more. And then the whole therapy sessions, all the therapy sessions, that was her leaving. Like, what? All of it was just a kaboom. And then you see freaking the dog, Marlene, and just, and the Jesus guy, and it's just, it was perfect. It was just a good roundup to an ending. It was just, it was a good roundup to an end to a good life. The Big C series finale was everything. Just, that was the best. I wholeheartedly love it. I love the Big C. And I will deeply miss it.